in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz is another touchdown in the air. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Evans. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert now. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a ground sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3rd and 19. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Play action. Prescott. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Throwing. Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
On On second down, they'll run with White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8. In motion left is Davis.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Play action now. Prescott able to shake him off.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Second and 5 now. Herbert. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and it's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Herbert. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Herbert on first down now. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ram. Go. Guys, dig deep. Hold me to Christ.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah, let's go, man. Take it to him.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? Hey, kill.
Now Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Prescott.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21. Baylor Tigers. Baylor. We'll go orange. Let's go. Home to trips right. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey, go Lions.
3rd and 2, Herbert.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed.
Nowhere to go for Herbert. And he's going to go down.
Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Flush to his right.
That is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Hey, ram.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's fielded at the 45. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Moore, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught by Evans. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Evans running behind center. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
One thing I do know these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Vita Vea in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Home to try. Hey, go lion. Ray.
In motion right goes Allen.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Albert O from 4 yards out. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Escapes the defender. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Crowd right. Baylor tight. Hey, ram. Go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21. Tiger. Let's go. Home cook right.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
12. 5-9.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, ram. Go. 21. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Let's go. Home cook right. Hey, go Lion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Herbert now. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Prescott. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
3rd and 2.
Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll throw again. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Prescott yet again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
What? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
He's into space past the 25. Down the left sideline.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life.